Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 62 of Direwolf20's Let's Play series, where today I want to do a bunch of stuff. I got a couple ideas in my head for things I want to do. Number one, I want to check out the living armor from Blood Magic, which looks like, it might be fun to just play with. I want to see how it goes because it's been a long time since I've played with that thing. You can make some really nifty stuff with that. In addition to that, I want to be able to easily and quickly swap out my armor sets. I want to have an automated system of some kind where I'll be able to say, like, hey, I want to equip this particular armor set, and it'll, like, swap it for me. I haven't quite envisioned exactly how it's going to work. I'm thinking either some kind of, like, pressure plate type system where, like, I go stand on a plate and it'll, like, equip a certain armor set based on which plate I'm standing on. Not entirely sure, but we're going to figure it out. We're gonna play with it. So there's that. I'd also like to take a look at the at this stuff. This is the let's see, where is it? Where exactly is this? Anointments. Yes, these things are cool. Basically, they're like potions for your weapons and tools. Remember, I found a couple of them, and I said, like, I remember these are cool. I want to get some of these. They basically are like enchantments, but, like, they have a certain number of uses, and eventually they run out. But, like, they have a decent amount of uses, and that's pretty cool. And you can see there's a large list of them. They all do different things. Like, Archer's Polish, for example, will increase the velocity of arrows, which in turn causes more damage to occur. And then there's Iron Tip, which also does more damage. The only thing I need to test is, can I equip more than one of these at a time? And we're going to do a little bit of experimenting. So if we look at Blood Magic here, what do we got by way of stuff? We've got Holy Water, Archer's Polish, and Dexterity Alkahest. I think I wanted two of these. Archer's Polish and Dexterity Alkahest. I think I want both of those. Because Dexterity lowers the draw time of bows, and Archer's Polish increases the damage by increasing the speed. So let's see if we can apply both at the same time and see what happens. I also have Iron Tip, so that's even cooler, because now I've got, like, three. That's, like, three of the ones that I wanted. Now, these are all the version 1 of them. You can upgrade them to a higher version. Just like potions, you can either make them last longer, or you can make them do more of an effect. So, for example, Archer's Polish applies to 256 shots. You can get Archer's Polish L, which will do 1024 shots. So it'll do sniping 1, which is the ability, but like 4 times as many, right? Or you can get Archer's Polish 2, which does 250 shots of sniping 2. So it does more velocity, but the lower number. You can get XL, which is sniping 1 for 4096 shots. And then finally, you can get sniping 3, which is 256 shots. So you can either upgrade it to the point where, like, it does more ability or, like, lasts longer. I'm going to lean towards doing more ability, right? That's the path I want to take. So let's see, first off, can I apply this, and how much of an effect is it going to have? So to test out the effect, I got myself a target dummy. These guys are super cool. Armor stand and hay bale. Very easy. And then you can stand back and shoot them, and it'll tell you how much damage it does. So my bow does a lot of damage, to be fair. Really a nice amount of damage. That is cool. Though the thing is, the nameplate is kind of obscuring some of the damage, but it does, like, 29-ish, 31-ish, somewhere in there. Some value. That's pretty cool. Okay. I like it. So now let's apply this. So I think I just put this in my offhand, and then what, right click? Nope, maybe I put this in my offhand and right click. Hey, there we go. Hello. And that's got heavy shot, 15% arrow damage. See it down there? Cool. And look, if you hold shift, it tells you how many shots are left. All right. Now, can I apply more than one of these? Yes, I can. Well, that is cool. Well, that is super cool. So that means I can apply all 3 upgrades, right? Now, this is just tier 1 of these upgrades, right? We're going to see what happens when I go and do this now. How much damage are we doing? 34. Nice. So we're definitely doing a little bit more damage here. 33, right? There's a little bit of randomness to it, right? And there's the same with this guy, right? Like, he's going to always do, I think, 13.5. That's cool, right? There's a melee based one I have to look at what it is, of course. But that'll be a little bit more consistent, I think. There's one that does... Let's see, what do I got here? I did Plunderer's Glint, which is going to basically be like looting for mob drops. And temporarily increases the melee damage dealt by +3. Okay, that's what I want. So I want Honing Oil 3. That's going to be on my to-do list as well. So let's just get like Honing Oil 1. So it's going to be Netherwort, Blaze Powder, and Quartz. And for that, we're going to need a Slate Infused Vial, which is a blank slate, and 5 glass. Okay, so let's go steal a blank slate, which should kick off auto-crafting, maybe? Maybe not. Oh, that's right, because everything's set to 31 is the cutoff. That's fine. So you, and then I need my orb in there, and that should be cool. And then Honing Oil 3 is like Saturated Hellforged Sand, which we will get into in a moment, how to get that. Glowberries, which is apparently a thing, and Nether Quartz. So we'll look at those in a moment. But for now, I'm just going to get the tier 1. Netherwort, Blaze Powder, and Quartz, right? So Netherwort, Blaze Powder, and Quartz. Okay. That plus the Slate Infused Vial should get what I want. We'll see. Sweet, Honing Oil. Okay. So I put that in my main hand. I put this in my offhand. Right click, and it should apply. And now I've got Whetstone 1, which does a little extra damage, which brings me up from 13.5 up to, what am I at, 16.5. That's a pretty significant boost. That's not bad at all. I like it. All right. Yeah, that's super cool. Okay. And it tells me down there what my DPS is. Oh, that's nifty. That's pretty cool. Definitely better DPS with my bow, which is neat. All right, cool. I'm having fun, but I have to stop and actually do things. So let's get to work. So things I want to do now. I want to check out making the living armor. And for this, there's a bunch of stuff that we're going to need to get into. So the gist of making living armor is you take an iron armor piece and apply a binding reagent. The helmet and legs and boots are pretty standard. But when all combined and worn along with the chest plate, you get upgrade points that you can earn by doing things. So doing certain tasks will level up certain upgrade points. And then you can remove them, if you want, onto items and manually apply them so you get the upgrades you want. So there's a whole bunch of different upgrade points that we're going to be able to get. It's in here. This is a list of all the armor upgrades that you can get. So, like, ones that I like the idea of, let's see. Dwarven Might is mining speed if you want that. Increases damage and knockback from sprinting attacks. Increases the amount of experience. I like the idea of Fierce Strike. So that's, like, definitely one I want. Can I see that on here? Fierce Strike. I don't see it. So that's okay. I'm just going to have to note it then. Okay. Gift of Ignis provides fire resistance. Don't need that really. Healthy sounds like a good one too. But you can see there's a certain number of upgrade points for each level. Now, you start off with 100 upgrade points available, but you can upgrade this guy with a ritual. Let's get them crafted and then go from there. So to get started with these, we're going to effectively need 4 binding reagents, which is an alchemy table of glowstone, redstone, gunpowder, and gold, right? So 4 of each. Glowstone, gunpowder, and gold nugget. Okay. Bing, bang, boom, and that should be cool. And if you're impatient like me, you can make things happen a little bit faster. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Then we're going to need iron armor. And it starts out like iron, but it very quickly will get to be like diamond tier and potentially even better. And mostly I just kind of want to like check this stuff out. And then I like the idea of having like an armor swapping room. Because eventually we're going to get like other armor types as well from other mods. And I'd like to have a room where I can go in and be like, I want to wear my mage armor today and swap it out real easy. In like a cool and fun kind of way. How exactly that's going to work, I haven't quite figured out yet, but we will get there, okay? And then I made these inscription tools of Dusk, which are tier 4, so like once you get a tier 4 altar, you can make them, and that will allow you to do a new tier of Ritual Diviner that can handle more advanced rituals. We'll take a look at that also in just a minute. So, now you and you, I believe, is the order that I clicked this in. Hooray! Good. Man, that is cool. We just talked about how cool that looked. Okay. So you, and you. Good. There's no reason you can't craft more than one of these at a time. That's neat. Alright, cool. There's your living chestplate. Nice. Okay, so let's unequip this stuff for a minute. Let's equip all of this for a minute. Okay, and we can see our upgrade points are 0 out of 100. So when you do things, you will earn upgrade points. And you can see what you need to do when you look in here. So like Fierce Strike, right? Trained by performing melee attacks. Cool. Pincushion offers protection from arrows, trained by being shot. So like whenever you get shot, you'll earn pincushion points, right? Trained by restoring health, ordinary healing, or via potions of healing or potions of regeneration. So basically anytime you restore health, you'll get some of the healthy upgrade, okay? Quick Feet increases player movement speed by up to 150% at, I assume, what is max level there. All kinds of cool stuff. Increases jump height and reduces falling damage. Protects you from non-projectile harm. Self-sacrifice bonus. All kinds of good stuff. So like if I came over here and started hitting this dude, I'm okay with not enough mana. Does that count? Oh, look at that! Fierce Strike. Neat! I got Fierce Strike. That's cool. So that's working. Right? That is super cool. 415 out of 800. Upgrade points 5 out of 100. So you can see we are using upgrade points, right? So Fierce Strike, level 1 is 5 upgrade points. Level 2 is 12. Okay. So you can also see I'm like doing more damage now. See how I'm doing 17 damage instead of 16.5, right? So as soon as I get Fierce Strike level 2, it will increase my melee damage even further. Pretty neat. Okay, so that is 784 out of 800. 817. Cool. So now I should be doing more damage. Yes. So basically every level, it looks like, is half a heart worth of damage, right? 17 became 17.5. And then the more melee damage I do, the more I will get, right? And if I run around and jump, I assume I will get some other stuff. So like, let's see. Quick Feet, trained by running around. Strong Legs, trained by jumping around, right? So if I run around and jump, I should start getting some of those upgrades. Now, in order to make this armor even better, we're going to want to go ahead and do some other stuff. And that's going to be by way of... Okay, let's see. Yeah, that's neat. By a ritual. A ritual will let me do that. So just by running... I'll get more at some point. I assume that there's like a certain amount of running I need to do. I might just, let this happen naturally. Strong Legs is leveled up to level 1. Hooray, I did it. Sweet. So that's from jumping. So there you go. 36, 37. Okay. Cool. And just by sprinting around, I should at some point get the sprint one, but I'm not going to stand here and just run on camera for half an hour. That sounds incredibly boring. Let's go ahead and upgrade this dude. So I need this thing, and we want to upgrade him to the next tier. It needs demonic slates. Luckily, between episodes, I upgraded this thing to add demonic slates to the automation system. So made it so that it needs the right amount of LP in the thing, and also made it so that it, adds demonic slates to the list of things it can extract and the list of things it's looking for. So now we can get a Ritual Diviner of Dusk. And what we want to do, there's a couple rituals we want to do for these guys. Let's see. Living equipment upgrades. There's a ritual that will assist in training, and another one that will imbue your armor with greater ability. So this one we want to check out. This is the Ritual of Living Evolution. Increases the amount of maximum upgrade points on your armor to 300. So 100 upgrade points ain't much, but 300, pretty good. You can also get it even better by nerfing some abilities. So let's do this. Let me make a hyper box, because I think I want to store some rituals inside a hyper box. That seems like a cool idea. I'm not entirely sure how this is going to play out, but I may want a couple. I'm not sure. I haven't figured it out yet, but I may want a couple spots, a couple ritual spots. Let's just start with one, and then we'll see what happens. Does that sound cool? And yeah, we'll just call this Blood Magic Ritual 1. Is that a really long name for a dimension ID? Ritual... How about Ritual 01? Does that sound cool? Save and enter. Cool. So this is where we'll build some of our rituals. So the one I want to start with is Ritual of Living Evolution. So let's find that. Ritual of Living Evolution. There it is. Cool. And for that, we're going to need a total of 48 runes. So let's get some more runes. I'll be back in a sec. I need to get more runes and all kinds of other cool stuff. All right, guys, we're back. So I got a bunch more ritual stones. I also remembered that I had a few living armor upgrade tome things. I'm pretty sure I just right-click them and it'll apply the experience here. So I already have experienced as a result of killing mobs, like going here and doing this. I was getting experience, and earning experience is how you earn experienced. See, 1624, 1680. There you go. Cool. And then if I right-click this dude, it should give me a bunch more experienced points. It's all good. Looking cool. You can see I've got some quick feet from running around. I did a bunch of jumping, so I can like jump really high now, which is cool. I do take a little bit of fall damage, but not much, it looks like. Let's go pop in there and check out these two rituals that I want to do related to living armor. So for this, there's basically two. One is going to be the Ritual of Living Evolution, and we can take a look at that in our Rituals tab to get an idea of what that looks like. So in here, Ritual of Living Evolution. Let's see. So the Master Ritual Stone is on the bottom of it. So, and it needs to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that right? 4 blocks in each direction. So let's make sure that we are 1, 2, 3, 4. So like about here is where I want my Master Ritual Stone to be. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's click it and see what happens. That should be cool. Looking pretty good. All right, I like it. So I think what this does, increases the amount of maximum upgrade points on your living armor to 300. It costs 50,000 LP to activate. Stand on the Master Ritual Stone while wearing living armor to use this ritual. So I think we literally just stand here and then activate it, and this will go from 100 max to 300 max. That's it. Sweet. That was easy. That was very, very, very easy. I like it. That's cool. Not too shabby. All right. So now, do I want to break this down, or do I want to keep it up? I don't think we need it anymore, unless I make more living armor in the future, in which place we'll like, you know, get more. So yeah, let's break this. I like that plan. We're going to break this, okay? So mining gadget me. Just tear it down, right? that cool? Yep, that's cool. Probably didn't really need lights in here, but that's okay. I could always just throw a feral flare lantern in. Is there another one of these? Yep, there he is. There's a few more. Wow, there's a lot of them. There we go. Let's feral flare lantern this room. Okay. So now what I want to do is the other ritual related to living armor, which is... Where is it? Sound of the Cleansing Soul. That's what I want. Sound of the Cleansing Soul. So if we take a look at rituals... Sound of the Cleansing Soul removes all upgrades from your living armor and gives you the corresponding upgrade tomes. The tomes can be used to reapply to your living armor. Cool. So that will again be, looks like a 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's go find that. There he is, Sound of the Cleansing Soul. Cool. And that again needs 48 runes. Excellent. So here's how this works. You ready? We just activate this ritual, which, by the way, costs 25,000 LP, which I've got plenty, right? Oh, actually, I don't have that much. We have been using a lot of LP to make sulfur, so that's probably where that's gone. But what this will do is remove all the upgrade points from my armor, right? And give them to me in the form of upgrade tomes. Cool, right? So for example, here I've got Fierce Strike 3. If I right-click this, it'll upgrade me to Fierce Strike 1 and keep a bunch of the level on there, right? Click it again, it'll use whatever points to get me to Fierce Strike 2, okay? And then again to Fierce Strike 3, and then if I use it a final time, it'll just put whatever points are left on there, even though it's not enough to get me to 4. You can also, I think, shift right-click to just apply it all, and you'll go straight to level 4 on Experienced. Cool? So that's pretty neat, right? So with this method, you can control exactly which upgrades you get. So basically, do a bunch of things, get a bunch of upgrade points, remove them, build up a good sequence of skills on your living tome, and then that would be cool, right? I think it sounds cool. It looks pretty cool. And then you can just keep removing them with the weak activation crystal. That is awesome. All right, so that's Living Armor 101. There's a couple other things I didn't mention. If you want, you can get a training bracelet, which allows you to filter which armor you're allowed to get and to what level you're allowed to get it. So if you want to like only get strong legs, you could do that by inserting that into the training bracelet, and it means you'll only level up strong legs or anything but. I think you can do either way. So that's about it. Living armor downgrades. Yeah, let's look at these. I want to see these. Cool. Penance of the Leaden Soul, I think, is a... Yeah. Consumes items from the link chest to forcefully downgrade worn living armor. Yeah, that looks cool. Okay, we should try this out. That's a big one, though. The ritual consumes excess upgrade points in the form of tomes, scraps, and synthetic upgrade points, alongside one key item per level in order to apply downgrades to your living armor. The key item is different for each downgrade and is pictured in each of these downgrade entries. Will harshly limit your attributes, but will provide you with a wealth of additional upgrade points to play around with, allowing for much more specialization. Cool. Simply place your tomes or other source of upgrade points and the required items for the particular downgrade you have in mind into the attached chest. While wearing your living armor, the ritual will consume the points and apply the downgrade to your armor. The order of consumption is living armor upgrade scraps, then living armor upgrade tomes, and finally synthetic upgrade. So upgrade scraps. What's the difference between an upgrade scrap? Okay. Oh, okay. I see. Gotcha. So let's take a look at this because I wanted to do this. Because there's a few here that don't look too terrible. So Penance of the Leaden Soul requires, what, 53 runes? Okay. Do I want this in this room or do I want this in a different one? I think it's such a big one, it's not going to fit in this room, right? It's really long, but in terms of width, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wide. Yeah, that's not going to fit in this room. Definitely not. Definitely not. So let's go outside and make another hyperbox for this. Okay. Ritual 02. Okay. And that we're going to want a Master Ritual Stone. And that would be this guy. That looks like he'll fit there, right? Let's just make sure. Yeah, it should be fine. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's good. And then I think we're going to need a chest and a Feral Flare Lantern too while we're at it. And the chest goes there. Cool. So items go in here, and they will apply debuffs to the armor and add upgrade points. Okay, so if you want even more upgrade points available, which I do, we do this. So Battle Hungry gives you hunger if you haven't attacked something recently. Doesn't sound fun to me. Higher levels will give you a shorter cooldown window and make the hunger worse. And you get 75 upgrade points if you go for that at the top level. Concrete Shoes reduces your swim speed significantly, caps out at 80%. So if we go up to level 10 on this, we get 200 upgrade points, but it reduces your swim speed by like 80%. And it's a water bucket. Cool. Crippled Arm prevents you from using your offhand item. I almost never use an offhand item, right? Raising your shield, placing torches, etc. And that's 150 upgrade points, and it's just a shield. So if I got a shield, let's make a new one, because I don't know if it's going to complain about an existing shield or whatever being broken, right? Popped that in there, okay? And I'm not entirely sure how this whole upgrade point thing works, right? Living armor, scraps, fragments of a living tome. Cool. Consumes excess upgrade points in the form of tomes, scraps, and synthetic upgrade points. Alongside one key item per level. But how many upgrade points does it use? That I don't quite understand. We could make these synthetic upgrade points and see what happens. I mean, it sounds cool, right? So I think I put that in there, and then I activate the ritual. Did it work? I don't know. It doesn't seem like it worked. This one I don't really know how it works. Let me read for a sec. Oh, I see. I get it. Okay, so if you want Battle Hungry level 3, you need 3 Rotten Flesh and 35 upgrade points. So I need something that's equivalent to 150 upgrade points. So I assume that means I would need like 150 of these, right? I would guess. How am I for zombie flesh? Pretty good, even though there's 2 stacks of them for some reason. That's cool. So that's like 128-ish. Right, so that's still not going to be enough. What else can I use for synthetic upgrade points here? That might be enough. Oh, hello. Crippled Arm has leveled up to 1. Neat. All right, so by me staying here still, the ritual was activated, and then once it got the right amount of synthetic upgrade points, it used up my shield. So now I've got Crippled Arm, and my upgrade points is negative 81. That's cool. I would have expected it to like be out of 450. It's interesting. That's interesting. Cool. But now I can't use a shield, right? I believe that to be the case. So if I... See, the shield's not raising, right? Now if I remove the living armor, I can right-click again. Cool. But with the living armor equipped, I can no longer right-click with the shield. Oh, that's cool. I like that. Now, can I remove crippled? That's a question that is important to me to know, because I don't know, right? So if I do this now, yeah, it looks like it gave me crippled arm. Okay, cool. So now, if I apply just crippled arm to my armor, right, I've got negative 150 upgrade points. So that's how that works. Okay, I got you. That's neat. Okay, that is super cool. So now we have a way to get, like, lots of upgrade points, right? The other one that I felt would be pretty non-impactful. So there's disease, which reduces healing effects. You can get up to 200 upgrade points by getting to level 10 on that. But it reduces your healing by 80%. That's pretty bad. Dull Blade reduces your melee damage. I didn't like that. Leaden Pick reduces your dig speed. I don't know if that'll affect my mining laser. I'm thinking not, so maybe. Limp Leg reduces your movement speed. Definitely don't like the idea of that. Quenched was a good one, though. For 100 upgrade points, we can't drink potions anymore. You know, that thing I do all the time. Drinking potions. Stormtrooper, I like this one. Makes you wildly inaccurate when shooting bows and crossbows. That's kind of funny to me. So, Quenched is probably the other one I would go with. And not in any way be affected by, because I never use my offhand in combat, and I never use potions, really, in combat. So those two I would not, you know, lose sleep over equipping, right? Super cool, right? I like this. I do. Now, one other note before we wrap up here, because it is getting pretty close to wrapping up point, and I might want to try this out. But there is a combination. You can actually make a Heretic's Hood from a mod called Tome of Blood Rebirth. And that is an add-on to Ars Nouveau that is like a combination of Blood Magic and Ars Nouveau. So there's a Tome of Blood, which lets you cast Ars Nouveau spells using your LP from your Soul Network, which is pretty cool. And then there's the Heretic's Armor, which is like a combination. It's like it's like magical armor from Ars Nouveau that you can add upgrades to, but it also the chest piece has living armor abilities on it. So it's like a combination of those two armors. The only downside is you only get 2 level 3 dudes on it, and I'm not sure if that's going to work for me. Like, I'm going to lose out on some of my cool stuff that I get here. So we'll see. I'll have to think about that one if I want to go that route or not. My better idea is having like an armor swapping type system, which I thought would be cool, right? So how about we wrap up here, come back next episode, and do a little bit more playing around with some stuff. I'm thinking I should store in like a chest somewhere, probably an iron chest, because that's one that I happen to have handy. All these living armor upgrades. Does that sound cool? And then as we accumulate more and more living armor stuff, we can like combine them and get like really high level. We could get like something that's like super good for a specific purpose. Does that sound cool? All right, for now, L-Twenty sign off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Let's come back next time and play some more with this stuff. And then we also need to get into these guys. In order to get these, we're going to need Hellforged Sand, which needs Hellforged Ingots, which requires me going into the other dungeons, the more advanced dungeons, which we'll check out next episode. For now, L-Twenty signing off. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Take it easy.